This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
I thought it was closing for a second. I say we should probably run through it real fast. Flashback?
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for.
Hey, yo.
Let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign.
She kind of fine, though.
We're both in the same boat. Why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you
I'm starting to get that Disgaea feeling.
why wouldn't I treat you like one?
What do I mean by that? Well, in Disgaea 5, we have flashbacks, and I always think,
Maybe they're not like me.
these flashbacks seem like a more interesting story than the one we're playing.
Here's what we'll do.
And with this, I feel the same now.
Ceremony. You get me to Dana. That'll be the end of it.
Like, this story seems a lot more
I'm
interesting
taking you at your word on
than the
this.
current one.
I'm trusting you.
Flip.
Not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to. She looked exactly
Renwell's
like
like,
Leon.
whoops, it looks like Hoodle dropped his drugs.
Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Everybody's on an acid trip. I am so sorry.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, look at Hoodle. Head
She
tilted
really
to the
does
side.
look
He
like
is
she
gone.
would. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
Meh.
But how is that even possible? Unless...
Next time on
Could this
Alphen's
be the Red Woman's
Past.
handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing.
You know, sometimes it
Maybe
feels
it's not
like they're
even
just
as
trying to
deliberate
give
as all that.
everybody a line. Like they're saying useless junk,
You
but
okay?
Yeah.
we have to have
It was all
everybody
just a little
talk
sudden,
in every
that's
cutscene.
all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
I'm trying to hold myself back.
Nobody's here.
Stay
I'm trying not to talk about
After
how
that last
bad this
illusion,
is.
There's no
You
telling
know,
what could happen in here.
I'm really trying. But I gotta say something. The problem with stuff like this is you're playing a video game. You're not watching a movie. You're not freaking watching an anime. It's a video game. So yes, sprinkle in your cutscenes here and there. But most of this should be you actually playing the game. Also, we took another 10 steps into another cutscene. There was no point in cutting between those cutscenes to have you walk.
How did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't
Sorry,
even
I'm
seem
just-
to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right.
Current gaming kind of
She looks
bothers
just
me a
like the
little bit.
soldiers we encountered outside.
So you just gotta let it go. You know? Let me rant a little bit sometimes. That's what I gotta do. I think it's part of getting older. I have to take some time to rant about stuff.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes.
That's right, shut him up. My goodness.
What? I've never known Thalia to get
Ready for battle.
before.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
What the? Where did she get her hands on
Oh, you're
that?
resisting that. You resist the darkness, which means that you are weak to the light. I gotta find a light move.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop. Glacial spear.
Well, let's see.
Far enough.
Searing flame! Reload!
Can you take
Going
it?
in.
Gemini
I'm not dead.
Dragon Shadow Ray!
On a roll now.
Burn!
Tiger blade.
Inferno Flurry!
Come on. You're mine. Hurricane. Glimmer
Raging Storm!
Flaming meteor.
Sorry, I have to shut up for a second to figure out how I'm switching stuff.
This one's mine! Gemini Aqua!
Oh, flip.
Gemini Aqua! Photon Strike! Illuminate the storm! I'm only getting started! By the power of water! Wailing Banshee!
This is not good. When you have a character in this type of game that's shooting, they should automatically shoot at the opponent, you know?
Make it illuminate the Gemini! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Because it's not like I have the ability to aim or nothing, you know? So the shot should always point at the opponent. You shouldn't have to point your stick in the right direction to do this, you know? Makes her a horrible character to use. Anywho, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, let's see. Joe Helene, bring him back.
I could do this all day.
Huh.
I'll tear you apart. That'll bring you down.
I still have this.
There we go.
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds. None shall escape my
Here I come! Through escape! Soaring light spear! Devastation!
On final push. Let's finish this off.
I'll do my best not to disappoint.
You're mine! Soaring light spear!
Shake him up.
Another incantation ruined.
You're mine! Take this!
It's weakened.
This ends now!
Shake him up.
Not in your dreams.
In a vine.
A freezing storm.
You picked the wrong fight!
That move.
Here comes the big one!
I'm still in the air. Oh, Flippy, knock me down.
Soaring light spear!
Now. Redwell, astral energy. Full throttle.
Not bad.
Now it's just her. Faria, can you hear me? Faria.
She's preparing another summoning.
The art she's casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
I've been waiting to do that for a long time. Hope she wasn't pregnant.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shion, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case,
I'll take her off your hands.
You?
Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you
But
said
how?
about Zornigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
After he walks out of here with her, and we
He
walk
seems
away,
like a
he
good
turns
friend.
back, takes off the
hasn't
glasses,
changed.
and slicks his hair
He
back.
never was one
It's
to
like,
stand out. Instead, he was always
all
hanging
according
back,
to plan.
worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that.
Goodness, she's so thick you can see it behind the armor.
Those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion,
Yes, Forbidden Zone Act 3.
thank you. You have my
Dump
deepest
down,
gratitude for what you
down.
did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well.
Let me see, that's the way we're headed.
I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right?
Why? Why? Why would you even stop at the cutscene if you're gonna start up another one in 10 steps?
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
I am internally swearing. That's the voice you
The
hear.
will of Dana's astral energy.
Like that's horrible. Why would you stop a cutscene for 10 steps? It's whatever. It's like I don't necessarily want to say anything. Like I've gotten used to the fact that we're gonna have 15 minutes of cutscene at a time.
But where's it all coming
But
from?
when you make me think I'm about to play this game for a couple of seconds and put me back in a cutscene, you didn't have to stop the cutscene. Just because you take a pause for walking in between cutscenes does not mean that it's not just another cutscene. It's like, oh, people talked about how long cutscenes were in Metal Gear Solid 4. So let's just make sure that when we do cutscenes, we stop them, let them walk for 10 seconds, and start the cutscene back up. That way, it's not a continuous cutscene for 20 minutes. It's 10 and 10. I cannot believe this junk here, man.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse.
Star Ocean?
If I'd known how bad they were,
To the end of time, it was a joke.
So, everything we just saw, those
Flip.
were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking
Here comes the
directly
comment.
to us.
I don't even know what Star Ocean game that
They
is.
weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me
old,
of Shion's
sir.
thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns
I've only
are
heard
made
of
from
like
that
one
same
Star
astral
Ocean game.
energy?
If that is the case, we just
Flip,
found the
man.
missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
And there's
I've
2
never
reasons
felt
to not
astral
know
energy
Star
so
Ocean.
powerful. What was that?
Either you're too young,
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of...
or you
then
just
must
didn't
be
hear
dark
about it because
astral
it's not a
energy, right?
big franchise.
And isn't that something only Renans have?
It's only
Correct.
big amongst the
Dark astral
JRPG
energy is
fans.
possessed by Renans alone.
Like, yeah, I remember Star Ocean
When
3.
enough astral
It was
energy
great.
gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience.
On PS2.
If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling. Just like the will of Dana.
Flip, I want to play Evolution.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy.
What the
too,
hell is
right?
Evolution, sir? Oh,
That's what's been
Oh.
showing us these visions. I don't know. Should we really be getting so involved with this?
every
thing?
comment
Dana's
makes
will
me
would
feel
never
older.
want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories. will get
Evolution
us
and Evolution
nowhere.
2 were on freaking Dreamcast. Great JRPGs. Great characters and
Let's keep
everything.
moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But
Then
if
they
it
like
could lead us
did
to the truth,
a
then I want to find
remake
out more.
/ re-release kinda. It was weird. It was kind of like Evolution Worlds was on GameCube,
Shion's right.
and it was kind of like
What we can do
Evolution
is
and
keep
Evolution
going.
2 in one game.
These really are Naori's memories we're watching.
Or at least that's what I've
There
been
could be
told because I never
truths in them
finished
I
it.
was never aware of.
I like started playing it, but I never got
And I
around to
think
finishing it
They
back
may
in the
be
day.
The kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I even have it in the emulator, freaking Dolphin, but I still
I'm sorry
haven't
about what I
played it.
said earlier. Come on, let's go.
It's one of the things that I plan on playing on this channel.
Finally, we begin to
But my
understand
goodness.
what the thorns are.
Yes.
Playing
And their
this is
source.
making me not want to start up in
Ceremony
it.
that occurred 3 centuries
It's walking
ago.
on its own.
We still
I'm
don't
not
know
even
how to
playing
get
the.
rid of them.
I'm not
Just
even
hope we
walking
can
now.
Find a way.
The it didn't.
Soon,
Oh!
I'll very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns, as well as my own past.
It knocked me out of a cutscene, and then walked itself up 10 steps.
I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens.
Still technically cutscene. Oh, maybe this is the end. Maybe we finally reached the end. Oh, so I'm gonna
Just
turn
one
back
more
so I can
time.
save.
I want to make sure I go into whatever comes next completely prepared.
Mostly because I don't feel like playing anymore. But hey, I'm gonna save here. Oh, this oh, flip. Stuff doesn't usually upset me like this, you know. Oh, you don't understand. You just don't get it. Goodness. I'm telling you, I think this is how old people feel. Like, oh, back in my day, this wasn't such trash. Oh, goodness. Like, no joke. It's, oh. If you were having dialogue and long scenes and stuff, that was it. You just had the scene. They didn't stop you, make you walk 10 steps and do another one. It's really bugging me because, you know, old games had long, drawn out dialogue sometimes, but it was just one thing. And then you were back to your game for who knows how long before they started talking again. You never was just like, oh, cutscene, 10 steps, cutscene, 10 steps, cutscene. Flip. Like there are a few things that bother me with gaming. It's constant cutscenes and motion controls. Those are the two things that really bother me. Everything else I can kind of deal with. When you just cutscene, or you just make everything motion controlled, those are two things that get me. And this game is just cutscene. Flip. Ugh. I know what you're saying. If you did some side quests, well, when you do side quests, you have to read what they're saying there. At least with the cutscenes, they give you voices. And then all you do in a side quest is just walk from point A to point B, maybe battle a monster, and then come back. It's, oh. It's like the game doesn't want you to play it. Anywho, enough of this. I'm gonna go bake some cookies and eat some ice cream. I don't know. I'm gonna make bad decisions. That's what I'm gonna do. Like playing this game. Flip. I will see you guys next time. Oh, when we hopefully end this torture. Torture is the Jackson song. The Jacksons on the Victory album. Anywho, get on up out of here. Oh man. And now I'm gonna have to go play some Dead Rising 3. I was about to say now I don't even have freaking Luminous Avenger X2 to be playing because I beat that. Because usually after I played this, I go play that. And it would just completely raise my mood up like instantly. But Lip. Had to go play some Dead Rising 3. It's the only way to balance this out. Like this is a game where you have to have another game to balance it out. It's like, oh, Flip. Yeah, I guess. Anywho. It doesn't seem like there's much left, but that's what I thought like 5 hours ago. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out and have yourselves a great day.